Justin Delmullen, and I'm the CEO and founder of the company. We started this company back in 2011, pretty much as a response to the fact that I couldn't find a weight loss program that I thought offered people what truly should be offered in weight loss programs, which one, obviously medically based, since we have a physician and we're a medically based program. Secondly is also real food. There's a lot of programs out there that offer prepackaged meals and other things that I just don't think really help the patients truly lose weight, because when they're finished with the program, if you're used to eating something that's prepackaged for you, then you didn't really learn anything, so they have a tendency to gain the weight back. Secondly, I also like to structure the program as a pay-as-you-go program. I don't like people to come in and have to be pressured into paying for weeks and weeks of time, when in fact we should be proving to them on a weekly basis that we add value to them. So we structured the program so that they pay weekly. We also like to provide FDA-approved medications. There's a lot of other programs out there that try and trick people into thinking that over-the-counter supplements have powerful effects in appetite suppression. There's also other programs that have, they try and use things like HCG, which is not FDA approved. From our standpoint, this program only offers FDA-approved medications, along with a sound, medically sound weight loss program that helps people lose weight quickly but responsibly using only real food. There's the medication, there's the type of program that you do, there's the counseling, there's the behavioral modification, there's all these various things that come together and help you lose weight consistently, and on top of that will help you lose it for the long term, which is a lot different than most other programs. The program is designed to have a supervising physician where you get a full physical, EKG, blood analysis, urinalysis, body composition, and weight loss coaching session in your first visit. And the weight loss coach that you're meeting with is changing your program to make sure that it's the most effective on a weekly basis so you don't waste any time. That's another key part of our program. When people get into the program, they learn how to not just eat properly, but also identify foods that they never thought before were out there. There's plenty of food options that people like. When people think of diets, they think of, okay, I have to eat food that's terrible that I don't like. Well, that's not the case. You can find foods that you really enjoy. Our objective here is to get everybody's hunger under control. One of the things we'll do when we first sit down with you is we will figure out what your habits are, what you like to do, and then we'll design the program around that. The reason why we built this company is because I wanted to offer a program that didn't have all these other ridiculous things that are out there trying to convince people that their supplements are the best, or if they eat this 3 times a day or 5 times a day or whatever it is, this single thing, that's what's going to be the success to your weight loss. There's no such thing as that. When we started this program, we wanted to combine the power of medicine with a responsible weight loss program. I couldn't find that when I looked for it. When I originally started this business, I wanted to be a franchisee. Instead, we decided to start a franchise because there was nothing out there that created this type of program and actually put it into work in physicians' offices. The reason why we created this as a franchise is because we see a lot of opportunity in physicians' offices where people are told they need to lose weight, but there's no solution on how to lose weight. We want to have a real business and an effective program that physicians are going to be confident in offering within their medical practices. Physicians work their entire life to establish good relationships and a reputation within the community. We want to add to that reputation. We don't want them to be in a situation where they realize that they're just offering products because they have the highest margins. We want to offer a profitable solution for them, but at the same time offer something that's effective to the patients, that their patients are going to be happy with, that's medically sound, and that their patients aren't afraid to tell other patients, and they can actually have a reasonable, source of alternative income. If I were a physician and I wanted to look at this as a possibility in my practice, I would want to understand, A, is the program medically sound, which it is. We only use FDA-approved medications, and it's based on a very low-calorie, high-protein diet, which there's plenty of literature to support that. I also want to know what type of, perception people have on it. Would my patients, be satisfied with it? Would they want to tell other people? Would they be able to keep the weight off for the long term? Is it truly a sound program in order to set them up for success? And the answer to that is yes. Implement it into your practice with very little, if any, interruption. We evaluate your staff, we help you hire people. We'll make sure that whoever you put into place that's offering the weight loss program is going to understand exactly how our program works, and it's going to manage itself. If you build this right, if you build it properly within your practice, it will run itself. with very little involvement from the physician, because obviously physicians still have plenty of obligation to treat their existing patients. If you want to look at the particular type of specialties that are very good to launch a medical weight loss program within, I would say an internal medicine practice, an OBGYN practice is good. Any other practice where you have a high volume of patients coming through that you can stand to offer, and it makes sense to offer a weight loss program. It's very robust in terms of what it's adaptable to. It's done on a case-by-case basis in terms of how we analyze the possibility or the potential of a location. You don't have to pay extra rent. You don't have to hire too many additional people. You can leverage your existing staff fairly extensively. You have an infrastructure that you can go off of. So the economics of launching that weight loss center within your practice are very attractive, because you don't need what's required if you were to launch it completely on a standalone basis. A physician, if done properly, can easily expect an additional $20,000 to $50,000 to $60,000 a month in revenue. And that's what we offer. We offer a real business. This is not something where we're just going to come in and say, here's something, sell it, it's going to run itself. That's not how it works. We have the marketing support. We manage online and SEO marketing centrally. We have a central call center to convert patients. We handle a huge portion of the marketing that our existing affiliates and franchisees find very attractive, because that's the one thing that they really don't want to have to worry about. The rest of the program is plug and play. It's basically leveraging off of your existing patient base, in addition to relying on our marketing that's going to drive further patients into your practice. In terms of the training that we offer, we will send people directly to your location, to the doctor's office, to make sure that it's launched properly, and then subsequent to that, we will also offer ongoing support. And if you need us to physically show up there, of course, we'll physically show up and do whatever we need to, because our success is based on their success. Our program is structured with the franchisee or affiliate in mind, because we take a percentage. We don't take a fixed fee. We charge a percentage of the revenue. So that means that if you're making revenue, if you're making money, then we're making money along with you. From an initial training standpoint, we will adapt the time it takes based on what your practice is, because every practice is different. So the first thing we do is we go in, we evaluate the practice, and then we lay out a time frame based on what we find, because of our experiences that we've had in launching other practices. So we'll be able to tell you what the training is going to need. It's not going to cost you any more or any less. The fee is fixed in terms of the initial training. We will make sure that you're 150% ready to launch your weight loss business, and we will be there physically during that launch to make sure everything runs smoothly, and we will leave whenever everything is running smoothly. So if there are any hiccups or if there are any problems that occur, which usually in any business there are, especially during the launch time, we will be there to make sure we iron those out and help you work through them. So most practices, when they look at a weight loss program, they have very specific questions. They want to know, obviously, what are the upfront costs? We offer many options in terms of what your upfront costs will be, with the same level of support. So that if you want to come out of pocket a lesser amount of money and then pay a higher ongoing royalty fee, you can do that. If you want to have a higher fee up front and then have a smaller royalty fee going forward, you can have that option as well. We make sure that there will be no interruption with your existing patient base, with your existing practice. We're very good at going in and seamlessly launching this weight loss business within your existing practice and adapting it to whatever facilities you have, whatever staff you have. We are able to integrate very successfully a weight loss program into that.
My name is Nick Olander. I'm one of the owners of Diet and Weight Loss Centers, and I'm also a weight loss coach. We built the company from the get-go with the franchising concept in mind. Specifically for medically supervised weight loss, there's a great opportunity. Obviously, with obesity rates in this country as high as they are, there needs to be some sort of a solution. We're trying to offer one of those solutions to a community of physicians who are experts on dealing with this problem. They're at the forefront of it. With reimbursement rates on the decline, they're looking for another opportunity to earn some additional revenues in their practice. And treating the obesity is certainly a win-win, because they're helping people lose weight while being rewarded financially for it. If they've got an existing practice already with a decent patient flow, it's actually very simple. We just come in and we optimize the space that they already have and put in a new business within their existing practice. We have a turnkey business. They're buying a business in a box, if you will. Ultimately, it was developed by physicians as well as nutritionists and dietitians who all came together as consultants, more or less, to build this program from the ground up. And so our goal at Diet and Weight Loss Centers is to actually keep the weight off, and our goal is for this to be the last diet that they do, and in so being that it's actually a lifestyle change for them.
My name is Dr. Jamie Snarsky. I'm an emergency medicine physician. I'm also the medical director for Diet and Weight Loss Centers. Our program is medically supervised, which means there's always a physician available and will be following you along your journey to weight loss. There's many other unhealthy programs out there that are either unsupervised with no physician involved or no people with medical backgrounds involved, and those can be very scary because some of those diets are overly aggressive for the wrong clientele. We make sure the program is individualized for each person and that therefore they're going to get the right care and a weight loss program specifically tailored to their needs. We do only things that are safe, proven, and FDA approved. The medications that we use for people who qualify have been FDA approved since 1950, so they are safe, they are well studied, they are well used. The medications that we use for people who qualify have been FDA approved since 1950, so they are safe, they are well studied, they are well used.
From a medical perspective, we're making sure that they're heart healthy, that their EKG is normal, they don't have any pre-existing heart conditions, that they don't have any kidney conditions, liver conditions, that they're basically a healthy candidate for the medication. Basically, people that have tried other routes and been unsuccessful, people looking to lose usually more than 20-25 pounds, and they're completely heart healthy. Usually want their BMI over 30 and their fat percentage over 30 as well. Sometimes there are exceptions. Within the first month we can see up to 25 pounds, but normally 15 pounds is probably an average. Those that are more advanced in age, going through menopause especially, really benefit from this type of weight loss.
Just for informational purposes, I try to give them an idea, an overview of the program, basic understanding exactly what it is that we focus on and what we do in terms of the diet program itself, and give them an understanding that we're here to provide a structure, a system of support. They come in to look for something that can actually solve their problems. Finally, they want to find a solution to their weight loss and get to a point where this is it. When patients come in for their initial consultation, we give them an overview of what the program offers in general, but we focus specifically on the first week, trying to get their body and their diet on an impact stage.
We counsel people, we help them with nutritional guide, anything from reading label to answering a question about a calorie. And we just make sure they stay on track. That's why it's good for people who are diabetic or people who are on different medications, that they can incorporate it more with their lifestyle.